If you want to become a professional Forex trader, this is the most important lesson you will ever attend. I strongly recommend that you watch this video until the end. Most traders are obsessively searching for a strategy that guarantees consistent profits every month. I have bad news. Such a strategy does not exist. In Forex, there are two categories: small traders, retail, and professionals, meaning funds and investment banks. The first group spends their time studying charts and indicators in pursuit of the perfect strategy, only to end up losing money. The second group, on the other hand, makes money. The real problem with Forex is ignorance, fueled by so-called gurus selling miracle systems. The truth? They are the only ones making money by exploiting those who fall into their traps. Do you know how currencies move? Do you understand what and who influences them? If the answer is no, then it is impossible for you to achieve consistent profits in Forex. If you want Forex trading to become your full-time or part-time profession, you must approach it professionally, starting from the foundations. It requires time and effort, but if you lack solid foundations, how do you expect to build your profession? If you think funds and investment banks make money just because they have substantial capital, then you have understood nothing about Forex. If you believe that the crossing of two moving averages or an indicator dropping into oversold territory can predict a currency pair's movement with certainty, you are mistaken. Forex is driven by completely different dynamics that have nothing to do with charts. If you do not know how to properly analyze a currency pair, you will never be profitable in Forex. That is a fact. But no one tells you this, either because they do not know how to teach it or because it requires analytical work, which most traders are unwilling to do. Because for the majority of them, trading is just a strategy that tells them when to buy or sell, press a button, and sit in front of a monitor or smartphone screen watching the exchange rate move. Someone once told me, if I wanted to work hard, I would get a job. This is the mindset of many traders, and this mindset leads only to failure. I am sorry if some of you find my words offensive, but this is the truth. The truth is that trading is a business, not an easy and effortless way to make money. And like any business, to succeed, you must work hard, understand the market, and have a business plan. In this case, a trading plan. Otherwise, you are destined to fail. I am 54 years old. On 5 January 2025, I will have completed 30 years as an analyst. I know Forex inside out. I do not live off tricks or selling courses. I have not even monetized my YouTube channel because I am not interested in the small change from Google Ads. Everything I say comes from years of experience in this field. I also run 2 other businesses. I like doing many things in life, and I manage part of their earnings through trading. If you want to trade a currency pair, you need to know whether the current exchange rate is fair value or whether it is too high or too low. That is the starting point. But how do you determine this? You must analyze the 2 currencies that make up the pair. There is no other way. A strategy will not tell you about central bank monetary policies, the fiscal policies of the 2 countries, or the performance of key macroeconomic indicators. You must analyze all the factors that can influence the exchange rate. Let me be clear, even then, you will not close every trade in profit. No one can. If Powell wakes up tomorrow morning and unexpectedly decides to raise interest rates in the United States, the US dollar will be heavily affected. There is always an element of risk in trading, as in any business. But if you have built your trading plan properly, you will know exactly how to react. Now, let me answer the question you are probably asking yourself. How can I learn to analyze a currency pair properly? First, you can watch my videos on the channel. I have already published a 2-part mini-course explaining several key aspects of Forex, and time permitting, I will continue to produce quality content. The fastest way, however, is to read my book. But since it took me a great deal of time and money for translations, I cannot give it away for free. Always remember that time is the most valuable asset you have. So if you are a Forex trader and are not satisfied with your results, or if you want to start trading currencies but fear losing your savings, the first step is to change your mindset and see trading for what it really is, a business. And as with any business, you must build a trading plan tailored to you, considering all the relevant factors. In an upcoming video, I will explain how to do this. You must adopt an entrepreneurial mindset. No effort, no results. This applies to every field. Then, you need to start from the fundamentals of this business, learning to analyze the market clearly, correctly, and comprehensively. Only by doing this properly will you always know whether an exchange rate is at a fair level or not, and you will also know how to react and what decisions to make. Trading without this analysis is like driving at night with your headlights off. Sooner or later, you will crash into something. Here is another question for you. Would you ever live in a house without foundations? This is Forex trading. There are no shortcuts or magical strategies. If you are not willing to work hard and commit, it is far better to give up and focus on something else. Thank you for watching this video. I hope the information I have shared today helps you on your trading journey. If you have any questions or would like to share your experience, leave a comment below. If you found this video valuable, give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. See you in the next one.